This video will demonstrate how to replace the gear kit in an HP LaserJet P3005. Turn the printer so that you're facing the back cover. Pull open the door of the back cover and remove the two screws. Raise the lower door of the back cover to access two tabs that hold the back cover onto the printer. You may need to push the paper tray out of your way. A plastic tab is located at the bottom of each side of the back cover. Use your fingers to unlatch them, and then rotate the back cover vertically to remove it from the printer. Next, remove the gray I/O cover from the printer. Grab it and pull it toward the center of the printer to unlatch it. Then remove the duplexer inlet guide, a black plastic panel, by lifting up on the black plastic tabs. Disconnect the fuser's power cable by pressing the tab on the white connector head. Now disconnect the fuser's two data cables. First disconnect the yellow and white cable. It must be removed from the white plastic wire guide. Use your finger to unlatch the wire guide. Now disconnect the purple data cable. Remove the 4 screws that hold the fuser in the printer. To remove the fuser, grab the edges of the black plastic cover and gently pull outward. Be careful as the fuser may still be warm. Next, use a pair of needle nose pliers to remove the fuser thrust stopper, which is a small piece of plastic hanging next to one of the gears. Be careful not to drop the fuser thrust stopper into the printer. Now, remove the 20-tooth double-sided gear that is deepest inside the printer. It slides right off of the rod. Now, remove the 20-tooth single-sided gear. It also slides straight off the rod. Now get your replacement 20-tooth single-sided gear and slide it onto the lower rod. Now get your 20-tooth double-sided gear and slide it onto the upper rod. Use your pair of needle nose pliers to replace the fuser thrust stopper. Again, be careful not to drop it into the printer. Now remove the 17-tooth double-sided gear. It has a white tab that you must lift in order to pull the gear off of the rod. Use a screwdriver to lift the white plastic tab. Now remove the 19-tooth gear by pulling it from the rod. Get your replacement 19-tooth gear and slide it onto the lower rod. Now, get the 17-tooth double-sided gear and slide it onto the rod. Make sure that the white tab is facing outward toward the center of the printer. Now get your fuser and remove the largest gear by pressing down on the plastic tab with a screwdriver and pulling it from the rod. Remove the middle gear in the same way. Use your screwdriver to lift the plastic tab and slide the gear from its rod. Pull the smallest gear from its rod. Now get the replacement gear and slide it onto the rod. Get the replacement middle gear and put it in place. And now the replacement large gear. All the gears should snap firmly in place. Now insert the fuser back into the printer. Make sure that it is seated firmly. Now insert the 4 screws that hold the fuser into the printer. Connect the fuser's power cable by plugging the white connector into its socket, and connect the 2 data cables. For the white and yellow cable, make sure the cable loops through the white plastic wire guide and close the wire guide. Install the duplexer inlet guide by aligning the notches with the holes and pressing firmly until it locks into place. Now install the gray I/O cover by sliding the tabs into the holes and making sure it fits firmly. Reattach the back cover by rotating it so that it locks in to the top of the panel. Insert the 2 screws that hold the back cover on the printer. Close the back cover, and now you've replaced the gear kit in your HP P3005.